Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome to my overview of this interesting collectible knife. What do we have here? Rambo First Blood Part 2 boot knife. Now I've already stabbed a bunch of things with this, but I put it back in the box for the unboxing experience. Oh, sorry if there's any wind noise. The wind does seem to be kicking up. But yeah, this is what you would get. Alright, so it has a leather sheath with a retention strap. Has a clip there. Alright, so that's the sheath. Now I must confess, I don't really remember this from the movie. I only saw that movie like one time when I was younger. I like the later Rambo movies where he's all old and bitter and angry like, you know, like me and like most of my viewers are. Okay, John Rambo, here's the stats. Alright, Rambo boot knife, that's the item number. 6.13 inches in blade length. 10.83 inches overall length. It is a double-edged dagger. It is stainless steel. They did not say what steel. It is one-piece construction, what they're calling inter-frame with a micarta inlay. Leather sheath, 9.23 ounces, and it was $62 on US Amazon. I'll include a link if you can use the US links. There you go. Alright, so this thing is very stout and will definitely thick enough to survive throwing. Right? I mean, look at that. This thing is like a throwing spike. I mean, this is yeah, it's so thick. I mean, look how thick that is. This will definitely survive throwing. Okay, my friends, this is the time in the video where I remind you you can help out the channel by leaving a comment, right? I prefer positive. It doesn't have to be positive though. I mean, the reason I ask for positive comments is because we already get enough negative ones. Right? People who are afraid of weapons, people who don't believe in self-defense. Oh, God forbid you be patriotic. God forbid that you are from a military family. Oh my God. But yeah, if you support any of that stuff, the toxic masculinity, go ahead and help me out with a comment. I appreciate it. So this is double-edged, but look at the geometry there. Look how broad this thing is. I don't know if you can tell. Let me rotate. Look how broad that is. They didn't say how thick, but you can see that, right? This is not meant to slice through. This is almost a spike. Yeah, it's a double-edged dagger, but it's so thick, it's almost just a spike, right? This is way thicker than your typical commando dagger, right? It's almost like they meant this like if you had to pry something, they wanted it to be able to take some hard use and abuse. Alright, so pretty nice. I mean, pretty nice for the price. So you might be wondering, can this actually cut things? Well, theoretically, but you should really think of this as more like a semi-sharp bayonet. Alright, in other words, for piercing and puncturing. Even if you made this as sharp as you could, it gets so thick, so right behind the edge because it's so broad. That is not a slicing through profile. You know what I'm saying? But people never believe, so let me show you. Right, so you see how I had to, you know, force it, right? So I mean, yeah, in theory this could cut something, but I'm having to strong arm it. Is that a problem? No. It's not a problem if you use it as it was intended to be used, right? So I don't care what the steel is. I don't care about edge retention in this case because this is for puncturing and piercing. It's a spike. Yeah, I think it's obvious this would be deadly as all hell. I mean, it's got a lot of reach, a little more than 6 inches. That's definitely enough. That's definitely enough to reach vitals And I would probably use it in reverse grip most times, but either way, it really depends what's open. A murderous 6-inch and then some spike of steel, right? One piece construction. So the blade, the guard, the handle, that's all one piece of steel. And then it just has a micarta inlay. Has a lanyard hole there too. All right, so I like that. I mean, that's very strong construction, right? This is almost built like a throwing knife, right? But yeah, nice collectible, but also this really could, it could deactivate the enemy if that became necessary. I don't know how many people would buy this for that. I got a lot of people in the military that watch me, so I don't know. Maybe they would need to go full Rambo. Who knows?